Welcome to a Christmas Eve edition of Drew's Basketball Crew and myself, Drew Skyberg, bringing you your winning lineup on Fantasia Sports. And look, we have an awesome slate tomorrow. We have the Christmas slate here for NBA DFS. And look, I'll be bringing my favorite lineup. I'll be building a lineup here and it'll be up on social media at Drew's Sports Crew. So if you want to go check that out, I'll have the lineup posted on there and make the quick announcement right away here. I'm going to keep this episode quick, right? We have, it's a busy time of the year. I understand, and right now at Drew Sports Crew, you can enter a giveaway. Go check that out. All you have to do is follow the TikTok and you need to subscribe to YouTube. Send it in at Drew Sports Crew again, or just to myself at Drew Skyberg. And guess what? You'll be entered into a giveaway for $10. Go check that out. Look, we'll get right into the lineup, as I said. So we have 5 games tomorrow on the Christmas slate. Again, you can just play on Fantasia for this free entry is what we're talking about. So great stuff here on Christmas A Gift from Fantasia Sports. Let's go to the first game here. Philadelphia at New York. This game features, looking at the starting 5 that's good to go. It's going to be James Harden, D'Anthony Melton, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, and Joel Embiid for Philly. New York has Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. Right away, I'm looking at, I like the matchup for Jalen Brunson, Christmas Day at home. Definitely going to be looking at Brunson in my lineup. Some value, though, some solid value. You can't go wrong with Melton, what he has done so far for Philly. Really in that game, maybe Mitchell Robinson, barring, just based on opportunity, right, volume. So might be considering Robinson in that one. Otherwise, I'm looking at other games. Lakers and Dallas, that's at 1:30. You'll find that one, or 2:30 Eastern. Looking at that starting 5. It's Dennis Schroeder, Patrick Beverly, Lonnie Walker, LeBron James, and Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant is the play I'll be monitoring. I probably am going to have him in my lineup. Like the matchup against Dallas, Reggie Bullock and Christian Wood are going to be the 4 and 5 respectively there. Otherwise, right, Tim Hardaway Jr., Spencer Dinwiddie, and Luka Doncic are rounding it. That starting 5 out. You can't go wrong with Luka on Christmas Day, right? So might be considering him. Also LeBron. I just feel like those are some safe plays if you're going to want to go with the stars with Thomas Bryant. Is certainly a solid role player. A lot of people are going to have similar lineups, similar adjustments. As there's only 5 games to choose from, right? So we're going to see that. It's just a matter of finding the correct combination, right? There might be some multiple correct combinations, right? That's the beauty of this. So I was just fixing the headset here if you're on the video, but let's go to the next game here. This is a game that pertains to myself and others, Milwaukee and Boston. Looking at this game, Boston's injury report, everyone is mostly good to go. We have, right, Smart, White, Brown, Tatum, and Horford. And for Milwaukee, Holiday, Allen, Carter, Antetokounmpo, and Lopez. What I'm looking at, though, Grayson Allen concerns me a little bit. Javon Carter, we've seen how streaky they can get. I honestly don't know how many valuable minutes Allen's going to get in this one. But it's a matter of finding who's going to be that guy who's going to step up. Part of me thinks, Grayson Allen is that guy who can step up on Christmas Day on the road in Boston. But part of me, is not confident in that. And part of me would just say, I think Drew Holiday's a good play tonight. He might be on Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart might be defending him, but honestly, you gotta like what Smart has done or what Holiday has done. Also, of course, Giannis and Lopez. I think those guys are gonna be solid plays. Of course, Giannis will be, but Lopez, I think you're gonna get some good value with him depending on where you're playing and price. Hopefully, Fantasia, right? But on the Boston side, if you want to go stars, Al Horford has performed very well against the Bucks. Grant Williams off the bench, parring his status. It's been someone. Derek White could be that guy who steps up on Christmas. So that game overall, yeah. On Boston side, I'm I'm focusing more on Milwaukee, and not to have some bias, but just Milwaukee has right the shooters, and plus right Giannis. Obviously, Tatum. I always concerned with Tatum for inconsistency. I always feel Jaylen Brown's that kind of like floor play. So maybe Brown, if you have space, you include Jaylen Brown, but that's where I'd go in that one. Memphis and Golden State, 7 o'clock Central. It's the standard starting five for Memphis: Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Steven Adams. And Golden State's a little, they're a little bit on the injury side, right? I mean, Jordan Poole is your starting point guard right now. DiVincenzo looks like he's a go tomorrow, like his value there. Another value guy. Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Kevin Looney. Definitely looking Looney as a 5 as well. If you want to take for your star, take Ja Morant. I'm all good with that. Ja's played excellent so far. Otherwise, Desmond Bain, I don't know if there's gonna be a minutes restriction, right? We have to realize he's coming back from an injury. So looking at DiVincenzo though on the Golden State side, I think there's gonna be a good opportunity there. Last game is Phoenix and Denver. And with this one, if Michael Porter Jr. is he playing? I would enjoy having him in the lineup there. Torrey Craig though on the Phoenix side. Look, I'll read the 5 for you here. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Torrey Craig, and DeAndre Ayton. Torrey Craig, has gotten some good valuable minutes. So Craig could be, that guy if you're looking. I'm talking about those guys who you need to fill your lineup up. So obviously you're gonna get some of the stars in this game. You're gonna want Devin Booker, right? I don't know. I'd be fine with having Booker as my star, in this one too. You could probably get multiple ones. I have concerns with Ayton defensively. Honestly, I might have Jokic in my lineup, and I know I've said that about every star, but Jokic, if you look at the matchup there against Ayton, a pretty valuable matchup for him. I'm wondering if Gordon and Michael Porter Jr., with spacing, that's kind of a concern for me, but Jamal Murray has played, or he's balled out recently, right? He's been playing some really good basketball, so I'd be monitoring him as well for that, but I'm going to just highlight some other, I'm going to try to recap it here. Keep this one quick. Some guys I did not mention. Jonathan Kuminga off the bench for Golden State if DiVincenzo is not going. I think Kuminga is going to be your guy. That's someone to monitor before that game, unfortunately. Their salaries are kind of close, so you're not losing out too much there for looking at opportunity costs. But Thomas Bryant with Lakers, mentioned him. Torrey Craig, I mentioned him. You want to keep him in mind. Again, Jordan Poole, keep him in mind. Bruce Brown, I did not mention him of the Denver Nuggets. Looking at it, you're going to get value. I mean, you're going to get a guy who's going to be coming off the bench, potentially starting, right, depending on Porter Jr.'s status, but you're going to get a guy who's going to play 20-plus minutes and potentially could, shoot lights out and, give you some good points there. DeAnthony Melton, mentioned him. I still want to keep tabs on him. I'll be monitoring his price on, Fantasia Sports. And again, Jokic, for how high his salary is, there's still a lot of value there because, like I mentioned, the matchup is so favorable for Jokic. Plus, whatever you want to say about primetime games, brings out the best in players. Could be something to think about. So, those are some value guys. Those are the stars. And I'll be posting my lineup. It's up at Drew Sports Crew on the Instagram and TikTok. You'll find it there, even on Facebook as well, Drew Sports Crew, and the YouTube here, Drew Sports Crew. So again, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, of course, and just overall have a happy holidays from myself, Drew Skyberg. On behalf of Drew Sports Crew here, we'll be back next week. I'll be bringing you episode 94 on the podcast, and we'll be going through, the weekly schedule as usual. And that's going to wrap it up here for myself, Drew Skyberg. Good luck to everyone. Thank you all for listening to yet another episode of Drew Sports Crew, the perfect podcast for you.